Hello. It looks like I forgot to click a button. There. That's much better. Because this game focuses on the bottom screen, not the top screen. Whoa. Okay. So, let me check something here. Okay. And then I basically have to sit here and like figure out what I'm doing. Cuz like I have there's a plan in my head and I have to like figure it out basically. Um Okay, so I do have enough to do that twice. Okay, beautiful. That will work just fine. I do need to make sure there's one fire gen I need to make sure is on a meaty here. All right, that's the one that I want. So, there is a plan here. Um, so for reference, I am going to fight this game's super boss, which is this game's hardest super boss. There are four of them, I believe, four or five. Five. I've already beaten the previous four, which are comparatively a little complicated but very easy. The hardest boss, Dolahan, has 16,000 health, and basically will, depending on what he does on his first turn, there's approximately a 1 in 4 chance that I will have to reset immediately. The general setup of my party is centered around being able to use the summon catastrophe twice during the first round, which is frankly quite important, as it should do both of those summons together should do approximately somewhere between 6 and 8,000 damage, which is you know, right around half of his health. And then from there, just using Matthew to be constantly putting out damage, and then using one of the other two fire adepts at a time to what's the word that I want? As primary healers. Okay, I'm nervous. I hope that this works. I've done very minimal testing. It should work. I'm kind of the general strategy is to summon rush Dolahan. So you just blast him with summons constantly until he dies. And I should be strong enough that that would work. But I'm kind of shooting for more of like a hybrid kind of strategy here. Okay, so Karis on Catastrophe did 3,500. I don't care about the synergy point damage. Megiddo should do... Okay, yeah, kind of 750-ish damage. I kind of expected Reef to be a little bit slower, but it's fine. Fulminous Edge is just going to hurt somebody really bad. Matthew is the perfect target. There's Catastrophe number 2. So that's 2,500 damage. Okay, so we've hit him for... So 2,500 and 3,500 is about 6,000 plus. So we've hit him for... He should wind up with just under 3,000, just under 10,000 health here. So now we swap in Hemi over Amidi, and then we can continue to attack with Matthew. Ivy. Your job is going to be putting impact on Matthew right now, and your job is Pure Wish. So Ivy will delete one of his actions, I believe, if it doesn't totally shut him off for the turn. Purgatory is not the one I want, but it's fine. Okay. So it deletes one action. Element swap doesn't do anything. It sounds scary. It's not. Tender Waft Glow all set, which is great. Oh, you know what? I didn't need to do that. Let me fix the problem here. I want to drop a resist. And then have you just... Reef's entire job right now is Pure Wish. Centurion is the one I want. So, Dullahan's elemental weaknesses, they're like strengths and weaknesses and such. He's pretty tanky against all elements, but the least tanky at wind, actually. So any kind of like wind attack that I can do at him is something I want to do. Yeah, let's see. Let's throw down a bark here. Throw down a second resist. Have you do a Pure Wish. Radiant Fire is not the one I want, but whatever. So he's gonna, yeah, summon this guy at me. Beautiful. Dark Contact, that steals health, but not a ton. Haze and Brand are set. Okay. Yeah, so you guys... I'm actually going to go for Chasm here. I don't know if Chasm's necessarily going to be especially useful. I'll have you do some damage. Have Karis do some damage, that is. Yeah, just gotta keep that health high. Because Fulminous Edge does not feel good. Element Swap doesn't do anything. Samum is set, Ivy is set. You just keep attacking. You keep that attack high. Actually, no. I want to use Ivy again. Health is looking really good, actually. So I can have Karis do some damage. And I'll actually drop down to Wishwell to save on synergy here. Megiddo is always good. It's always great. Always a winner, so. Wish well. Yeah, just gotta keep that health topped up. Condemn. Can instant death. There's the Charon summon, so I'm glad I was able to get the heal off beforehand. Okay, no instant death on that, which is really nice. Bark is set, which is great. Matthew, keep attacking. You go and use Bark. And I need all the healing I can get this round. So let's get Karis and Reef on the healing. Make sure that we're topped off. Jin Storm should be soon. Purgatory is not helpful. If Jin Storm isn't this round, it might be next. I don't care. There's the Jin Storm. Alright, so now things get interesting. Now things get very interesting. So I have 8 turns basically. So I need to switch out. We're going to switch Karis for a meaty. Oh, I can only switch one guy at a time, which is fine. But still, we swap Karis out for a meaty. I think that Reef will be able to handle healing for a turn. Matthew attacks. You make sure Weapon Grace stays up, and then your job is to prepare to summon another catastrophe. Let me see if I have Wish. I do not. I do have Ply. So for now... Man, I do not know what to do with you. Attack. Fuck it. There's Weapon Grace, keeping Matthew's attack as high as possible at all times. Let's see. Hits a meaty, which is not great. Megiddo is great, though. Dark Contact drains. That's not great. Okay. Sirocco is set. Cinder is set. For Hemlock and Wrath. Okay. So now we swap out Reef for... Who's got better defense? Probably Yolio. Actually, hang on. I gotta care about agility, not defense. So we gotta swap out Reef. Agility is 289. Agility is 574. So yeah, Yolio's the... Yolio's absolutely the right call. Okay, so... Throw down a Potent Cure on a Meaty. A Meaty needs to continue to summon Jin. And now your job's Pure Wish. Fulminous Edge. Depends on target, whether or not that's bad. That's kind of bad. Break. So I definitely need to buff with Hemi again. Gust is set. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Wrong target. Weapon Grace on Matthew. We gotta use... Oh, I forgot to use Aurora. Whoops. Oh well. I think we lull, actually. Dark Contact. Megiddo is great. Glad to see it. Element swap doesn't do anything. Haunt doesn't do much. Doesn't really matter. Steel is set, Fury is set. We attack. Let's put a Weapon Grace on Eolio, actually. Let's actually go for the Aurora here, and let's go for the Pure Wish. Wish it wasn't Radiant Fire. Curse is fine, I don't care. Fulminous Edge is whatever, I'm over it. Bind is fine. It's annoying, but I can deal with it. So I might need to do a summon sooner than I want, which is fine. I'm over it. Yeah, I'll just have you attack for now. I'll actually go for Bolt. Pure Wish should be good. Should top off Hemi. Sure did. Beauty. Live Shear might do, yeah, does an amount of damage. I'm getting really unlucky on the weapon unleashes. Okay, Crucible is bad. My round counting was incorrect, so we're gonna have to. We're gonna be playing a fun little game here called Catch Up. Whoops. So we have Water of Life, Amidi, Pure Wish. And then I'll have to get rid of the bind on Hemi as well. So I'll have to play a little differently here, which is fine. Element swap is good to see, though. Chasm set, Reflex, Doldrum Flare. Okay. You keep attacking. You can't use Synergy still. Do you have an item that makes it go away? You sure don't. Okay. I'll have you continue to attack. I'm going to summon Tiamat now because I feel like the... what's it called? The Jin Storm is coming very soon. There's what I want to see. Big Megiddo here. Excellent. There's the Tiamat. Not going to do as much as I want, but it's fine. Condemn. Yeah, might just kill Amidi. There's Charon. Might kill more people. No one-shots from that, which is fine. So I actually want to, yeah, we fight, attack. You're not sealed anymore, which is great, so I can have you revive Amidi, have you do a Pure Wish to top everyone else off, or at least get as close as is reasonable. Curse, I'm over it. There's the Jin Storm, so after this round... So now what we do, we actually swap out probably Amidi for Sveta. Yeah, our health is fine. Have you attack. I will actually have you do a Potent Cure right there. I'll have you do Beast Form. Do you have... What do you have? You do have Protect, which I'll take. Fulminous Edge. Good target. Purgatory, kind of dog shit, but I take it, I guess. Dark Contact is fine. Physical attack on Hemi is kind of brutal, but we deal with it. Okay, so then we swap Eolio out for Tyrell. Make sure that actually, yeah, we'll buff Matthew right now. I'm not sure if physical attacks or synergy surges will do more. I'll go for a synergy surge. I'll see what kind of damage I get out of it, and then kind of figure it out. Synergy surge is about 600. Okay. There's a Fulminous Edge. Might kill Hemi. Nope. Hit Sveta again, so we get the Pure Wish off, which is beautiful. Break shuts off my buffs, which is annoying. She's gonna buff Sveta. I'll try a Maul here. What else? What other abilities do you actually have? Okay, nothing worth actually using that isn't... Okay, so it does do slightly more. But that weapon attack buff is going to go absolutely crazy, so... Dark Contact is a drain. Element Swap is nothing, so I don't have to think about it. Haunt is just kind of shitty damage over time. It doesn't really matter. Weapon Grace on Matthew. Yeah, we'll just do Maul because of the buff. No, I don't have that. That doesn't work either. Break isn't going to do anything. I'll just have Tyrell stick with Pure Wish. Yeah, 800 on that one attack is beautiful. Not full power, but buffed Megiddo is beautiful. Oh, we got him. Holy shit. That actually goes fucking crazy. Holy shit. I do not care about what level I am at this point. It truly doesn't matter. I got the most important thing here. Holy shit. I wasn't totally sure I was going to be able to pull it off, but I'm glad that I did. Can summon Iris. I need 4 Mercury, 9 Mars. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I got to move my party around a little bit here in order to be able to even set up for it. You have all kinds of Mars guys. You have all kinds of Mercury guys, so I'll just have you. Okay. Whew. Not right now, buddy. I'm very busy. Oh, man. That wound up being a lot cleaner than I expected, and you know what? I will take that every day of the week. I'm gonna go back to A-Town. And then we're gonna do this summon, and we're gonna close the door on this game. because that'll be everything. I do not want to fight any of these fights. Not even a little bit. Actually, let me do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go heal up, and then we're gonna do this summon, and just gonna hit Champa because it's close. That's like part of the reason that I was even there. So I am gonna need to talk to you. Unfortunately, this is really the only way to cure the haunt status. I'm sure that there's probably like an item or whatever that just does it, but they're probably like rare, or expensive, or annoying to get. But it really doesn't matter. Okay. Let's get into a random encounter. Let's check out this summon. Let's see what's going on. I'm excited. I think I've seen this summon once or twice before. Like in like one of those compilations online or whatever. Do I have the wrong guys? I have him switched. So I switched him in my head. It's 4 water, 9 fire. Okay. So I gotta leave. I gotta fix that. Okay. I'm almost kind of proud of myself for managing to get it backwards immediately. Random encounters. Don't make me get out the lure cap again. Okay. We're good. Oh, this rat warrior is about to have a really bad day. Alright. I'm ready. Oh. That's a little fucked up. It does a stupid amount of damage and completely refills your entire party's health. That's a little fucked up. The animation's really cool, though. So anyway, I should have kept that save. Oh well, here we are. Anyway, that's Golden Sun Dark Dawn. I know I normally end these things on like a credits, but we already saw the credits last time, so I'm not gonna worry about it. All right. I need to like click on a bunch of shit in order to make make the VOD easier for me to deal with later, and then switch games. So first we hit the stop recording button.